Okay, first of all, welcome to the presentation. And for the first time ever, you're going to learn how to create highly optimized, traffic-sucking, and profitable niche sites in minutes at the push of a button. Pretty amazing claim, but just hang in there because we're going to do it. Now, first of all, I've got a question for you guys, and I want you guys to participate. I ask a lot of questions because I want to know where you're at in your business and what some of your struggles are so that we can help you get over those with whatever you're dealing with. Okay, so my question is this, guys. Where are online marketers focused the most today? Would you say it's option number 1, Facebook, or would you say it's option number 2, WordPress? Type in the chat and let me know where you think marketers are focused today. Either number 1, which is Facebook, or number 2, which is WordPress. Ah, look at that. Look at all those ones, Cindy. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
That's funny.
Yeah, absolutely. Almost everybody's saying 1. There's a couple 2s in there, right? But everybody's saying 1. And I believe that you'd be correct with saying that everybody's focused on Facebook. But what I want to do is I want to take you back a few years ago. Okay, when I created my first blog, guys, it was back in 2009. And here's some screenshots of where I'd done some posts, and I had 100,000 Alexa ranking and all this stuff that really doesn't matter today. And I had written this really controversial post over here, and actually it warranted the call from one of my U.S. senators here, and he wanted to know, exactly what I meant with that. And you have a lot of leverage with a blog. But the thing is, guys, way back then, this was in 2011, I had written this post on johnchow.com that was one of the biggest blogs in our industry of how I broke through the $100,000 income mark. And back then, guys, this was a cash cow because we didn't have Facebook marketing or nothing like that. All we were able to do was write blog posts, and then we were able to come over here and we were able to give stuff away, and we were able to build a list, okay? And then what happens is Google Panda and Penguin and all of them come out and they spank the living daylights out of us, right? And we all get in trouble. So what happens? Everybody goes over to Facebook. Everybody goes over to paid advertising, right? We've seen that for the last 3 years. That's been everybody's focus, Facebook. So you know what? Back in the day, guys, I speak from experience on this. Even though I was making $100,000 a year, I was having to run tools like SE Nuke, and I was having to go out there and pay for articles to be written. And then I was running a tool called XRummer, and then Magic Article Submitter. And then we were going and we drew in all these crazy link wheels and link pyramids and all this crazy stuff. How many people, yes or no, can relate to what I'm showing on the screen? How many people remember these days? Angela's backlinking packets and all these things. Yes, absolutely. And I'm so glad these days are behind us, right? And so even though we're doing all this stuff, we basically get in trouble with Google, right? And they take my $1,000 a day away from me. They take my $100,000 business away from me, and I'm in trouble. So me, like the rest of the world, we start focusing on Facebook. But guess what, guys? I'm here to tell you why everybody is focused over here on Facebook and paid advertising. The rules with blogging have changed drastically. And the reason why is because it's not as competitive as it used to be, and Google has weeded out all the garbage that was out there from tools like this. So today, it's not as hard to get ranked with your site, and you don't have to do all the crazy stuff that we were having to do back in the day. Matter of fact, today the process is very simple. And you guys are going to love this piece of software because there's 4 simple little steps to creating profitable niche websites. Yes or no? How many people would like to see these 4 simple little steps? Just say yes or no. Cool. Man, you guys are pumped up. I can't even keep up with this chat. It is just scrolling fast. I hope you're keeping up with it. And by the way, Cindy is here answering your guys' questions. So if you have a question, just type it in the chat. And her partner Matt's on the call too, also answering questions. All right? So here we go, guys.
Sure.
Look, step number 1, okay? we're going to instantly create a beautiful branded niche site. Now there's a complicated way to do this, and then there's an easy way. And if you stick around to the end, I'm going to kind of show you how I'm stuck dealing with the complicated things and why you don't want to mess with it, especially with what your goals are, okay? Because your goals are to make money. Step number 2, we have a sneaky way to link our email list, all right? So we're going to go out there, create a beautiful branded site, and then we have to build an email list from that site. Step number 3, we're going to go and set up monetization methods, okay? So step 1, we're creating the site. Step 2, we're building a list. Step 3, we need to make sure we're able to make money from our blog. This is what I was doing years ago. Step number 4, content. It's very, very important. However, this is something that most people struggle with, okay? We're going to show you what this tool is going to do for you. And you have several options with content. But you know what? Here's the results we're looking for. You have more traffic, more leads, and more sales. And here's the best part, guys. We're able to do all of this without writing a single piece of content. Now, how many people think those 4 steps are pretty cool? If we can get the software to do this for you, yes or no, how many people think that's awesome? Absolutely. Yeah. You guys are going to love this. And this is something I've been involved with for a while, and it's awesome. All right, but guess what? What else has changed in the last few years, guys? Can you guys think of anything else that makes sharing our content, spreading the word, getting eyeballs to our blog easier than it was years ago? Can anybody think of anything that's changed? Ooh, somebody said Instagram. And you know what? I'm looking for something a little bit more general than that. Because here's the thing, guys. Back then, when I was doing $100,000 for my blog, just part-time, playing around, we didn't have this big word here. Social media really didn't exist, right? Facebook was around, MySpace was around, but they weren't really set up to use for viral sharing, right? That didn't happen until the last couple years. So with social media today, it makes it so much easier because now we're able to create the content for you, automatically share that content, right? And so your friends click their links, and then their friends go and share the same exact content. How many people see this happen on Facebook all the time? Just say yes or no. Just say yes or no. Good. Good. So we're all on the same page. So let me ask you a question, guys. What do you think of this site right here? Now keep in mind, content is king today, okay? There's a lot happening with this site because we have these banner spots up here, all right? We've got video content that we're able to automatically pull in. We've got unique content that we're automatically able to pull in, and we can actually set it up to where our viewers are able to create posts on our blog, all automatically. There's no crazy plugins you have to do or nothing. They're going to come up here. They're going to register to leave content on your blog. And trust me, this happens all the time. I still get 100 requests a week from people saying, hey, I'm qualified to do this. I have experience in marketing and social media and driving traffic. I would love to create content for your site. And the reason why, and somebody's saying, well, why would they want to do that? Because if they can get a link on your site, that means that their site is strengthened in the eyes of Google, right? They're getting more juice flowing back to their site. They're getting more traffic back to their site. So they absolutely will be willing to write content for you. It happens all the time. So what happens is you're able to build up your site's authority because you have fresh content coming in all the time, and they're happy to do so because they're getting clicks back to their site, okay? But we have a secret agenda. And that is that we're also able to build a list. So when somebody comes over here and clicks this register button, guys, guess what? They're not only registered with your site, and set up to where they can go out there and start creating content on your site, but they're also inside of your autoresponder. And so now you can talk to them every single day. And we recommend that you do that. List building is still by far the most lucrative thing that you can be doing in your business. It's the greatest asset in your business. It's just a lot of people don't know how to do that. Now, we can set it up to where they not only register, but we can even give them a free bonus for doing so. We can give them a free ebook or free course or whatever we want to do. Okay? So let me go ahead and look at this one. Now, check out this site, guys. Remember, these are niche-focused sites. So where we're making money, we want to make money based on the niche. Okay? When we build up a list, we want to understand, okay, those individuals came over here on this survival site. So they're interested in survival-related items. Okay? Yes or no, how many people love the look of these sites? Aren't they cool? For niche websites, they are absolutely perfect, and they are a sales machine because they're set up with the banners, they're set up with the list building abilities, right? The automated content coming in, and we're going to show you how all this works, right? But they're beautiful, and they're very appealing. Here's one on affiliate marketing, okay? Once again, you see that we have videos over here on the site. They can come over here, and they can register for your site where they can start leaving content. Okay, and somebody's saying, yeah, but I don't want to write all that content. You don't have to write all that content. That's what we're going to show you, right? So if you're able to go out there and set up a beautiful site like this in literally a matter of minutes without all the technical headaches that you guys are used to, without all the crazy plugins and all the themes and everything else, and then you're able to select the content that you want coming into your site, and then it goes out there and finds the best relevant content for those keywords, does your descriptions for you, does your meta tags and everything, and then you have the option to instantly update the content that you're pulling into your site. Now, can you see how easily you can go out there and build one of these sites? Yes or no? Exactly. Right. So, check this out, guys, because content creation, it needs to be easy, addictive, and fun. And take it from somebody that knows, has been in this business a very long time, has written a lot of articles, has paid a lot of money to have articles written. It was a headache. But today, it's rather simple, okay? And you can start anywhere here on this wheel, right? We simply are going to select a keyword, all right? So we'll dive into the dating website. That one was fun. Cindy and I were having a lot of fun with that last night. Okay, so we're going to choose a keyword. And then what it's going to do is it's going to give us a list of results. And by the way, we can pull in videos, we can pull in images, we can pull in related posts that are already on our site. There's all kinds of options we can do, right? So we can change it up a little bit. It doesn't have to stay the same all the time, right? So we go and we choose the content that we want on our site. I'm going to show you this. And then we're instantly able to edit the title and the descriptions, right? We can select the category that this content belongs to, and then we simply can rename it, click the publish button, and that's it. We're done. Like, it literally is that simple. So my goal for you, by the end of this webinar, you're going to know how to build these niche sites yourself. You're going to know the sneaky way to build an email list and why others are going to create content for you. And we're going to show you how to create content without writing any articles. And we're going to show you how to monetize from that content. How many people would like to see Viral Loop in action? Just say yes or no. Come on, guys. I know you're from all around the world, and I know it's early, I know it's late, but I look for interaction here. Perfect. How we doing, Cindy?
Oh, I'm good, I'm good. Sorry, I'm getting distracted with all these comments here.
Yeah. Well, it's 1 o'clock in the morning for you too, so.
I know, right?
Cool. So let's look at this site here, guys. Now I'm off the actual slide, and this is what is live on my screen. So this site right here was used with our Viral Loop software. We created it with that software. Okay, so you can see this up here, guys. If somebody clicks that, they buy, we make money. We can even set it up to where if somebody clicks it and they get redirected to another page, we get paid. That's called a CPA offer. It's completely up to you what you want to do. You get to place your own banners there. You decide where you want those banners to go, how you want to get paid with whatever network, right? There's tons. You guys can even go out there and promote JV Zoo offers, right? There's no reason why you can't make money in this business. Like if somebody told me today you have to stop making money, I wouldn't know how to do it. I seriously would not know how to do it, because once you get all these things set up, what you have to understand is they're there for life, right? There's nothing you ever have to do. And it still blows me away to this day that people don't understand how this works. What you need to understand is people are searching for things all the time inside of Google, or they're coming across stuff on Facebook, or things are being shared today, right? And so we find an article about, I actually loaded this one this morning, about getting your ex back. This is a very hot topic, getting your ex-wife back, whatever, okay? So there's a simple post out there on Facebook that somebody has shared, or, you know, it's inside of Google, whatever the case may be, because today, with viral sharing, it's very, very easy to get traffic back to your site, okay? So they click that, and they come over here to your site, and they read this article. And what I recommend you do is you always have a call to action, right? So not only do you have banners all around your site, I mean, I would have a banner right here on getting your ex back, probably not Etsy, but that's okay. It's just here for example, right? So they read your post, and they've seen the banners up here and everything. But in addition to that, since you've already signed up to go out there and promote this offer right here, why don't we have what's called a call to action in our post too? And we say, look, if you really want to learn how to get your ex back, I appreciate you taking the time to read this article, but here is the ultimate solution. And they click that link, okay? And then they get redirected over to an offer, and you get paid. And that's what we've been doing for years. That's what Cindy's been doing for years. She built her whole entire business this way. I did the same exact thing, right? We didn't start out creating software in this business, guys. We started out just like this. And we still do these things today because they work. And I'll tell you when they will stop working, and that is when people start searching for stuff on the internet. Now, I'm going to ask you guys, because I scoop up as many of these opportunities as I possibly can, and I put as much to work as I can. And I don't necessarily do it myself. I go out there to the Philippines or whatever, and I hire somebody for $2 an hour, and I put together a video instruction and say, here's what I want you to do every single day. Because for $2 an hour, I am building assets in my business that I will have forever, as long as people keep using the internet for research and a search for specific keywords. Now I'm going to ask this question, okay? How many people feel like the internet's coming to an end? Just say yes or no. How many people feel like this is all crashing, it's all coming to an end, and people are going to stop using the internet? Does anybody believe that to be true? No, absolutely not. Guys, as a matter of fact, the opposite is happening, right? And more people are getting on the internet. And now grandma's on Facebook. Things are drastically changing, right? And everybody's got the internet on their phone, right? It's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And you need to figure this thing out. And this is an amazing opportunity right here. And it's so very easy and with such a little cost. And there's not a lot of time involved. And you don't have to do all the crazy things that we were having to do back in the day. Okay? I'll get off my soapbox here, but I just want you to understand why I'm involved with this product, because I've been doing stuff like this for years, and I know what the results can be. And I showed you those results at the beginning of this webinar. Okay? So check this out, guys. This right here is called a list post. Now, I have it set up to where when I click this, I've got 5 posts inside of there, okay? And look, so somebody comes across this post here, which is getting your ex back, getting your ex-wife back, getting your ex-husband back, whatever. And so they click this, all right? They can even watch the video right there on the spot, but now they find relevant content. There's 5 posts that have automatically been brought in. Now, see how there's like breakupbrad.com, or there's Bitly, or there's YouTube, or whatever? Here's what I would do. And I've got software set up to do this for me, but this is what I recommend you do. okay? I recommend that you choose your niche, you set up your site, and then if you have, let's say this one's called Meeting Him, but let's say the whole entire site is focused around breakups and stuff like that. So let's do this. Let's go out there and let's get a domain name like getyourexback.com or .net or stopmybreakup.com. And what I would do, and I'm going to show you how we do this, all these articles that are automatically being pulled in for you, we're going to show you that. Instead of having their link there, what we should do is we should have our link there and we should send them over to our offer. So now we're not only getting paid from the banners that they're clicking and things of that nature, we're not only building a list, but every single post starts out with an offer for us to get paid. How many people understand what I just said to you? Just say yes or no. These things can be sales machines if you just set them up right. And people tend to want to complicate things, and they don't have to be complicated. You just have to do a little bit of due diligence at the start. You have to say, okay, here is what I want my niche to be about. And guys, it needs to be something that you are passionate about. Because if you're not passionate in this business, you might as well go get a day job. Because if you're not passionate, you won't do the minimum steps that we're asking you to do so that you can see the same success that we've seen in our business. You got to be passionate, okay? So whether dating or getting your ex back or Forex investing or curing acne, whatever your niche is, right? Choose that niche. Let's go into ClickBank. Let's go into Google, and let's go and type in something like cure acne, or let's do acne affiliate offers. That's all we have to do. We don't have to do it on ClickBank. We don't have to do it on JVZoo. We just go into Google and we type in, acne affiliate offers, and we sign up for those, take out a spreadsheet, make a list of those offers that are relevant to your site, sign up for each one of those offers. It's free. It's not a hard process. And then make sure that your banners are pointed to those offers and every single post is pointed to those offers, okay? Now, if you're allowing somebody else to come in here and create content for you, well, that's kind of the deal that you've worked out with them, right? You're going to allow them to leave their links in there if you want to. But when you are pulling in content yourself every day, every week, whatever you have set up, there's no reason why you have to use the links that are already here, okay? This is called curated content. We're able to take out what they have and we're able to replace it with our own. And I recommend that you do that. Yes or no? How many people understand everything that I'm teaching you here? We haven't even gotten into software yet, but I want to make sure you understand that there's a strategy with using this software. And by the way, that list that you are building, guys, guess what? You know what they're interested in because you know the source they came from, right? So if somebody goes and gets on this list right here, then we want to send them relevant offers. But guess what? We've already signed up for those offers because those offers are already linked in our banners and our posts and everywhere else. So that's what our list should be focused on. Okay? So check this out. Here's how easy this is. And then I'm going to turn around at the end and I'm going to show you how complicated things can be. So I really appreciate the fact that Cindy has made this very easy. This is a simple thing. So we're going to come over here to where it says viral loop. Okay? It's a very simple install. She's got instructions showing you exactly how to do that. Now, our goal, guys, we do not want to overwhelm you with features and benefits where you got to spend all days going through videos and trying to figure all this stuff out. Our goal is for you to get this site up right now. That's the most important thing. Even if you don't have your branding right, even if your logo doesn't look as beautiful as this, it doesn't matter. Today, it's all about content. Get the content out there with the call to action, right? You want to get paid. You don't want to spend a lot of time tweaking around with stuff. Trust me, okay? So you're going to come over here. You're going to upload your logo. This is what's going to appear on the page, all right? Remember how I said that I have it set up to where I have 5 pieces of content that are showing up for each one of those post categories? Well, right here is where I set that. So when I brought in that Get Your Ex Back list post, it brought in 5 pieces of content. Here's the reason why. I have it set up for 5. I think 5 is a good number if you're doing this every day or if you're doing this every week. But you can make this whatever you want. And then we can decide, okay, so now that we've done that, do we want our list, which is what we're creating here, to appear on our homepage, or do we want our categories to appear on our homepage? Right now, I have it set up to where, let me go back to the homepage, the list are what's showing up. Okay? These are all lists right here. So somebody says, wow, that's kind of busy for me. You know why it's busy? Because I also have the widgets at full force. So this area over here and this area over here are widgets. Okay, so you're able to put whatever you want there. You can put more opt-in forms. You can put banners. You can put videos. You can put whatever you want. They're just widgets. Okay, but this right here is the core of your site. And this is what we're deciding on right now. So notice there is, I believe, 15 of these list posts right here in the center. Here's the reason why. Okay, if you come over here, it says the set required number of list posts on the home page. Yes or no, how many people understand now why that home page is laid out like it is? How many people get that? And the other thing I want to point out is social media is screaming at you on these posts. And that's another thing I really appreciate, because coming from a guy that has multiple social media accounts all the time, I see stuff getting shared all the time. I see stuff that I've written years ago getting shared today, and I get tagged to it, and they say, Chad, what an amazing article. I'm like, wow, I wrote that back in 2010 for a product that doesn't even exist anymore. Social media absolutely works today, okay? So we got set required number of lists on the home page. And then here's where we can select our featured category, right? So right here, here's all my categories. And by the way, you get to create your own categories up here at the top, okay? That's pretty self-explanatory, but this top section up here, this is just for you. This is what the admin sees. So this is where admin can go and delete out posts or change things up, or create the categories, create tags if they want, no big deal. But the members that are joining your membership because they want to create content on your site and they're going into your autoresponder, guys, they see this right here as well. They're going to see this list creator thing right here. I'm going to show you that here in a minute, okay? But this part right here is for you because you're setting up our site. Now, if we come down here, actually, let me come down here to this one. You have the ability to go and create your own theme, right? So you can very easily choose the layout you want. And when she showed me this, I said, that's good because it's simple and they're going to be able to do this very quickly. And that's our goal, Cindy. We want them to actually use the software, not be intimidated by all the features they have. So you choose your layout. You can decide if you want to enable a search box. If you want to have a slider at the top, you can very easily go ahead and choose a slider, okay? If your header, you can have a sticky header. You have complete control. You can come over here. You can choose your header background color, your navigation color, just simple stuff that I believe you guys can do. Choose your background color. If you want to have a pattern like all the Cindy shapes or Cindy sites do, then you can go ahead and do that, right? So I got this pink color up here, and then I'm coming over here and I'm choosing these crazy backgrounds, okay? They're awesome because they're different than what you're used to seeing, but you see how fast you can do this. If you want to have a background overlay, you can do that. You can change the opacity, or you can upload a background image of your own. Okay, so all possible options are here for the background, but we've made it easy. And then you can come over here, you can choose your fonts, right? You can go ahead and enable single posts on your left sidebar, on your right sidebar, and then you have some footer options. Now, guys, that's basically it for setting up your design. Yes or no, how many people feel like they can do the options I just showed you? How many people? Right? Because there's so much stuff that we can add to that, but here's the problem. You guys won't go out there and set this up. We need you to set these up. And we need you to set these up multiple times in multiple niches, right? That's our goal. So we always have to say, what can we do to make sure everybody that buys is using this software? And so we always keep that in mind. Remember, stupid simple when we create our platforms. That's exactly what Cindy and her team has done. So we got the design all done. Now, let's set it up to where we can go out there and make some money. But let's make it easy. We don't have to install another plugin or script or piece of software or anything. We just come over here and say, okay, we want to have a banner at the top, which is this guy right here, the 728 by 90. And then we want to go ahead and put some side banners on the side, right? And so you can see that we've gone and we've loaded this banner right here, okay? And then we come down here and we can go ahead and load our 250 by 250 banner. So I just simply come over here. I say, here is the title of my banner. Here's the image. And here's where the link needs to go, right? And here's what's nice. You don't have to go and put your banner code in like you usually do. You guys literally come over here, click a button, and you upload the image from your computer, and you say, I want it to go to getmyxback.com/offer1. Somebody's saying, how do we do that with the domain, Chad? That's brilliant. Here's the thing. There's tons of videos out there on YouTube, and they will show you how to go out there and get a simple domain like Get Your X Back, okay? And then you can redirect that to any offer you want.